Oh, I'm in the building. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Ah, welcome to the strip. Welcome to the shop. Welcome to the app. I'm gonna take a little time today, y'all, and give a special shout out to a number of people. So those who are impatient, you can get the fuck on out of here if you want to. Those who be around and know how it go over here, hang on. You might hear a couple more names than usual. Stash crooked. Let me fix this. Anyway, you might hear a couple more names than usual, but I think it's in all fairness that y'all know how I do over here. So we don't have a grow channel per se, but I do unlimited free shouting out when I mess with the channel, and for that is why I do my pre-dialogue shout outs. So with that being said, y'all know how I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna take my time and give y'all a rundown. If y'all can, go through, write some of these names down. Go to these channels, support the channels. Don't just support. Drop in, watch a video or 2 or 3. Leave hashtag Storm Reigns TV. You hear me? Let them know where the traffic is coming to and from. Then we go around so we can establish our circle of people that we're gathering as the real lifers of YouTube. You know what I mean? The real lifers. So shout out to Koolin and the Krew. Shout out to T3 the PolarBear. Shout out to Star and the Star Report. Let me give a shout out, special shout out to my fam, JC family over there. Y'all get over there. Get on there and support that right there. Shout out Sleazy. Y'all get over there and shout out and support Sleazy on her channel. She just starting. You know what I'm saying? Well, not just starting, but I just noticed her start going live. And shoot, good people. Always, y'all all know I'm gonna always shout out Dominique LeBlue. Support and show up over there, y'all. Give her some support. Shout out to Melly Monaco. Love how the Pineapple Show do its thing over there. I like the concept and how it moves. Shout out to Miss Vivian. That's a grow channel. She do her thing down there too. Y'all want to support stuff? Get in there and support. Shout out to bro James Gite. He do his thing over there. However, those grow channels operate. I support it. He ain't failed me. He ain't lied to me about how he's doing what he's doing. Shout out to shout out to Kalak and Supine. Shout out to Mighty Whitey. Shout out to Nitro Freak. Shout out to, come on now, y'all got it. Y'all know I'm gonna shout out Uncle Skinny TV. Shout out to Miss 504. Shout out to Miss Refuse to Lose. Yes, indeed. See, a lot of y'all shouting out each other, and it's be biased. A bunch of niggas shouting out niggas, or a bunch of women shouting out women. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Powder, the real Powder Puff. She coming up doing her thing. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, shout out to Sonetta TV for keeping the lectures and the knowledge going in that direction over there. Shout out to Black Magic. They're programming with the twins, Red and Blue Pill. They still doing their thing over there. It's so many. So if I forgot anybody, this particular one, y'all know I always double back. 4 minutes, 3 minutes of shout outs is what I do. But anyway, let me go into this right quick because y'all know how I do. The title says, stop letting blind folk escort you down your life road. Now it's going to be a multiple layered context that we talking here, because when you think about it, blind, you can say blind is knowledgeless. You can say blind is literal. You can define that or speak in many directions when you use that word. But what do I mean? I mean, so you have people who should have your back or should be supportive, or they should naturally fall in line with what you got going. Then you got a group of people who are just in your life. You know, work people, peers that you grew up with, family members, people who are in your life naturally. All of which can be blind. Okay? All of which can be blind. Blind to the fact that only you can see on the road that you're traveling. Only you can see that road. As much as we would like to share things with people and share ideas, that's one thing. But only you can see that road that you're traveling on. Now you can stop in and get aid from other like vessels and other seeing vessels that can give you input and give you knowledge on direction along this road. But what we do as people is we tend to tag and latch on to the people who, they're not necessarily negative people. They're not necessarily even, how should I put this? They're not necessarily opposing what you intend. More or less, it's simply put, like I said, they're blind. So let me just go a little bit into depth with what I mean in a little, with detail. Let me give you an example. So, okay, men and women. Say you have a married couple, and the man works a 9 to 5, and the lady has gotten interested in home baking. Now, although she knows and she understands how lucrative this is, and the nooks and crannies of that particular genre of income that she's going into, her husband, who is not anti her idea, not bashing her idea, but it's also not gung-ho and full support of her idea, and because of that, it starts to keep her from gaining that magnitude because of fear of what he says or fear of his dislike, although he hasn't addressed that, and probably it's not even in his head. He's supportive of it. It's just that you can't expect everyone to be enthused with what you got going on. So what it becomes is blind people escorting you down your life road, because these are the people that you talk to and you're confiding in, but these are also the people who are maybe none the least interested in what you're saying, so they're giving you opinion versus research versus input and data on what you're trying to do. So they're blind people giving you direction. You understand what I'm saying? They're not negative necessarily, and it's not bad necessarily, but for you, when you're in your surety, you have to be sure. What is good advice? What is wholesome information? You know what I mean? Like, what is uplifting? What's inspiring? Because a person can say, and to themselves think it's not negative, but you could submit an idea to someone and they say, oh yeah, that sounds good, but you know how people, okay, this is another example, because this is what our people deal with. You're getting ready to open a storefront or something like that. Now all your buddies and your family is gung-ho. You get open. You do the cutting and everything. But the first thing people do is say, oh, that's a nice idea. It was a nice come out. The cutting of the rope was fine, but too bad it ain't gonna last. Nothing we put up last. So it's almost like they'll lift you up only to kick the crate off from under your feet. And in most cases, in a lot of cases, they're not even coherent of what's going on, because it's a practiced life. It's a practiced mindset to not even want to help someone else propel because they've already given up on themselves. Is what I'm saying. So when you are sitting around and you jaw jacking and you kicking it and you hee and cuckooing with people, you understand what I'm saying? These are blind people. If no one there, let's lean back on that example. For that wife who's trying to do the home bakery. So when she's sitting around congregating, if no one there is discussing bakery shit, sugars and flours and dyes and fondants and cutters and spring-loaded pans and different temperatures and the sciences of baking, then 9 times out of 10, you really should move yourself to a space that can accommodate where your mind is. But we don't. We become comfortable. And because no one else is on that, we shut down and we close down. So those are hours that you spent congregating that you could have been spent harnessing and getting ready to manifest what it is along your life road. We got to stop letting these blind people escort us down our life road. People that always got advice, but no advice, because to advise someone, you had to have researched something and gathered some data. Since most of you don't do that, we already know. But I just want to stop in, you know what I'm saying, and touch on that a little bit, because that's been something I've been seeing become the norm. Where I run into people, they have great ideas and bright ideas and some strong ambition, but it's what's around them. It's who they're asking the advice. So yeah, mom had a job and mom retired and mom had money and mom still got some bank and you know, something like that. But mom still ain't the one for you to go to if you're trying to open up a gun shop. Mom not enthused about. Mom don't, you know what I'm saying? She can give you whatever, but she gonna give you some advice that it's not 100% suitable for what you're trying to do. So when I say the blind people are escorting you, again, I'm not saying that you're surrounded by total negativity. But if you're surrounded by people who are not sharing and putting in on that idea and able to give data and input, then you're being led by a blind person down your life road, because your decisions, the things that you do, the things that you allow to influence you, become the manifestations along your life road. So when you get to where you're going, if you ever even get there, and you look down that road and you see it look like a ghost town, or a East Cleveland City street, or a Los Angeles downtown under the bridge, then you can clearly see what happened along your life road. Like, comment, share, subscribe, get in the comments, engage, join the Discord. It's about to start jumping. Y'all know what it is. Big Dean.